Orianna is a champion that can feel very difficult and very punishing. You can get bursted if anyone gets remotely close to you, and every small mistake can be punished greatly. You may be losing because you don't understand her champion identity, how she views the world, and how she wants to play the game. Let's start with her backstory. Orianna was a very sick girl and had an inventor for her father. The sickness would claim a part of her body and her father would replace it. Eventually she was all robot, but was human and a child at heart. She went out to understand the world and humanity. A reverse Pinocchio, if you would. She has a porcelain doll kind of ballerina aesthetic going for her. And just like a porcelain doll, she's fragile as well. Orianna wants to play the game very slowly, very safely, very methodically, not taking any great risks, because she's an immobile mage. If somebody gets on her, there's not a lot she can do. That's also why you never want to use your flash aggressively, because you won't be able to do remotely as much as if you had your flash. You just can't risk dying. Orianna scales very well if you CS well, but she doesn't just want to sit back, never trade and CS. This is why Orianna is difficult, because you must constantly poke and whittle away at your opponent, but you don't want to trade, because if you're low, the enemy jungler will want to come for you. Then you'll have to burn flash. Then the next time they come, you'll die, and you'll get ganked on repeat, and you'll be out of the game. You don't have a lot of burst till you're 6 and have mythic. If you don't have amazing leaning, jungle tracking, and vision, you'll just die. You need to protect yourself at all times. It is better to not die than it is to get a kill, unless they have a really big shutdown. If you're dead, you aren't getting other resources. 15 CS is worth 1 kill of gold. That's not including the XP, because levels give you around 300 gold worth of stats. With Orianna, it's way better to get a couple waves in a play and 1 level over your opponent than it is to get 2 or 3 kills. You need to stay alive. You cannot die. Dying is now illegal. I have now banned it. You win with small wins, to gradually stack the deck in your favor. You don't want a chaotic game where you have to constantly be fighting and team fighting and skirmishing. You're okay with your opponent wasting flash, because you'll get a CS and XP lead. Then you'll be able to use your RN lane to keep them low, and then they have to take a bad back or die. Then you keep them on the back foot, and then you can play a fight really well because you have your 6, your mythic, your opponent doesn't have mythic, and boom. That's how you explode into the game. Orianna struggles into high mobility or engage. People who can get into your face, or people that can burst you. Katarina, Diana, Yasuo, Pyke, Zac, Nocturne, Mumu are a couple of examples of awful champions to play into, because they can tank a bit of your damage or just like kind of get right in your face, and then you're dead.